Also, it's getting that city pop vibes, like 80s J-pop. Hey! It's high tide.
I am the War Chief.
Hello, my friends, and welcome. We're in session once again for another Hololive reaction, and today we'll be taking a look at Moona's new original, Perisai Jitu, which means Absolute Shield in Bahasa Indonesia. Now, that's a badass title if I've ever heard one. And that completes the trifecta of her songs, original songs, one for each of the languages that she speaks. Now, before we get started, I'd just like to ask for you guys to like and subscribe, and we can get going. If you're wondering what that black little speck is, that is Nemo's tail. He's sleeping right now. I'm sure you guys might have noticed the change in the background. We've just been moving things around. But otherwise, the show goes on, and we'll get started with the quick pass. Of course, we'll have the lyric breakdown as well afterwards. So here we go. I'll leave the CCs on because it's a language that I don't speak at all. Oh. Oh. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. I see you. My goodness, it's a full animation. It's a full animated MV. My god, the production value is insane. She shelled out quite a bit for this, I can imagine. Also, it's getting that city pop vibes, like 80s J-pop. Hey! It's high tide. Oh my goodness. My cheerful look is an absolute shield. Absolute shield is a persona. Oh my goodness, Moona. Man, those expressions. And I guess I was too distracted by how elegant that dance was, but man. It's so catchy. Look at the production value. Dang, this art. Yeah, look at the fluidity of that dance movement. Oh, there's a shift to a black dress earlier. Adamuna. Welcome to the membership. Super chats and chat comments. How long should I keep it? That's a good casual outfit. Oh, this is the part where she pops off, huh? Will keep me company. Oh. It's a catchy, like, poppy song. But something tells me that from the little glances that I have of the lyrics, this is not a cheerful song. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, we're suddenly like this, that gave me like Madoka vibes of the Walpurgisnacht. Broken phone. Absolute shield. How long should I keep? The constant shifting out from black and white. Oh my god. Now it's like going through different types of art styles. There was a hint of distortion there. Oh boy. I feel like this is a deeply personal song. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, from first impression, Definitely gave me the city pop vibe, that 80s style pop, very catchy beat, lighter instrumentals, and hmm, it's very catchy, but feel like I feel like we need to definitely check out the lyrics, because the what little I glanced of it seems to give a very different impression. So I know there are some of you who are only here for the quick pass, and I appreciate you guys for dropping by all the same. Thank you so much for watching. And for those of you who are here to hear me ramble, well, let's focus on the lyrics. And here we go. These visible bright colors, formed by my well-concealed feelings. Oh. In reality, they're all pitch black. I sealed them as a secret. Now I understand why there was a constant shifting in the art earlier when she was doing the dance. Once or twice I can accept that you think my life is all okay. Nobody cares that I'm having tears. You keep asking me to make you happy. Interesting how it says you keep asking me to make you happy as this MV shows up of High Tide. And this explores that that aspect of content creation. Not just when you're making videos, but even like on Instagram, Twitter, all forms of social media, really. You really get to realize later that what you see on the internet is what the content creator allows you to see. It's curated and it's custom tailored to give off the best impression for the most part. Because as it says, keep asking me to make you happy. You're there. Your function as a content creator is to entertain, make people happy, and that sometimes comes at the cost of your own happiness. So it's one of those things you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We only make assumptions and impressions based on what we're allowed to see. This is such a beautiful dance sequence though. But look at her expression here. My cheerful look is an absolute shield. And if you look at her expression here, if you really look closely, I mean, first off, she's pretty. But also, apart from that, the smile she has does not seem like a genuine smile. You know? It feels like almost like a faked smile. And as she says that, my cheerful look is an absolute shield. She is holding a mask, a persona. That is your shield. That is the mask that she presents to the world. And we don't know what is behind that mask. But maybe these lyrics and this song is her way of expressing and showing to us what that is. How long should I keep it? During a restless night, my spiraling mind takes over. There we go. Not because I gave no effort. I just want to let it go with all my might. Once or twice, I can accept. Do you think my life is all okay? Here we go. Notice how this is essentially replaying the first scene, but in black and white. We had this earlier as well, right? Look here. Same here. Once or twice I can accept. You think my life is all okay. And it cuts, I just realized how interesting it is that it cuts here to a what looks like a funeral scene because of the black umbrellas, the rain, and the people gathered there in those outfits. Yeah. But here, instead of this was the scene used to depict nobody cares how I'm having tears. Here, it's the phone. The phone that's just like laid out on the street. I think there's something very interesting about this particular artwork here. Because it's like Moona is there, and then the fallen phone, and that's on a pedestrian crossing on the street. And you can see shadows of people moving past her, which shows that, you know, nobody really cares. Nobody's stopping to ask her how she is. Because everyone's like, oh, you just keep making me, you just keep asking me to make you happy. Like, maybe because of the format, because it's it's VTubing, it's virtual. So when you see them on the streets, like in anime form, you wouldn't bat an eye. You wouldn't think twice. You think, oh, it's probably promotional material for something that's coming up. And here we see that first sense of dissonance. Hold on, look carefully. You see, earlier this was a very clean background, but now you're seeing holes in cyberspace. You're seeing the cracks forming. In the midst of all the hearts, the emojis, memberships, the super chats, my cheerful look is an absolute shield. There's a crack on her face now, and even on her persona. It's like, even though it is an absolute shield, is it truly absolute? There are still cracks on it. And look how much more distorted the background is getting. How long should I keep it? That's a really nice piece of artwork, though. I am the shining moon, and that's why here she's on top of the building, representing the placement of the moon in the sky, how it's always high up there. Moona's standing here on top of this building. I am the shining moon illuminating your lonely nights. But who will keep me company? Kind of reminds me of this this old folktale. I'm not necessarily even sure if it's I believe it's of Southeast Asian origin, about how the sun and the moon are very lonely. Like, they wanted to be together, but like the gods, the powers that be, decided to, they had to be separated because them being together was causing like problems and imbalances in the world. So that's why they're separated like that. And this kind of goes to show the isolation of the moon. Who will keep me company? I'm the one keeping you company at nights, in your lonely nights. Who keeps her company? I carry these restless feelings on my own. Yeah. So here, it is very subtly implied. But when she looks like that, when you see this, it almost gives you the feeling you're probably asking yourself, is she gonna jump? Is she about to? And while it is never outright shown, it is implied. When the phone does this, and notice how the last blinks on the phone were eyes, because it almost feels like you're still being watched. Even away from the streams, we're always so curious about, oh, what are they doing in their free time? What are they doing outside of streaming and all that? You're still under scrutiny. You're still being watched. That's why the eyes are there. So, see, you see the feet very slowly nudge, very slightly nudge, but it doesn't show you the jump. If anything, it shows that the ledge cracks a little bit. I carry these restless feelings on my own. The scream. Oof. Look at how broken the world has become. Look what she's falling through. All those stoplights and all the lines, all the distorted lines. And the lyrics here, she's saying, ha, 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 ha. And here it looks like she's laughing, but it's like a manic kind of laughter. Like you're laughing so hard because all you want to do is cry. Just feel like you're falling. This one, pay close attention to all the changes, the distortions. There, she stayed in her black dress rather than the white dress, and the background was getting more broken up and distorted. Cheerful look is an absolute shield. The bone is cracked now, even worse than before. How long should I keep it? And here, at this point, what do you even feel anymore? And then I don't know if it's for this particular part of the chorus, but I swear I hear a mild distortion when she sings this part. And at this point, it's all broken. You bottle it all up, you hold it all in, kind of an absolute shield. But at one point, it's all going to crack. That bottle is going to overflow. It's all going to spill out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this particular piece of art, this style here, really reminds me of Wal Porgisnak from Mando Kamatsika. How long should I keep it? Maybe that is the question. How long should I keep it before, how long do you bottle it up before it breaks and overflows? So this, my friends, is essentially touching on the dark side of being a content creator. About how it's not all fun and games. Despite what we're shown on screen, on Twitter, this is all being curated. It's all what they allow us to see. Because behind closed doors, who knows what actually is going on? Even when we say sometimes, I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. Oh, you're so creative. I can't wait to see what you do next. And it's like, in a way, being supportive and looking forward to what they do next is fine. But there's also that underlying hint of pressure of how, as a content creator, you do something creative, you do something amazing, you do something kind of different from everyone else. I now feel like I have this expectation of surpassing the last thing I did. And then the next thing I do will surpass that, and then that, and then that. So it's an endless cycle of one-upping yourself. And the audience is like, oh, you're so great, you're so cool. It's like, I can't wait to see what you do next. And you're like, oh yeah, thanks for the support. But it's like, what am I gonna do next? Like, there's that pressure to surpass yourself every single time. I guess what I mean to say is, we'll keep supporting them, but also be a little mindful of how we support as well. Because sometimes the can't wait to see what you do next can be a little bit scary. In fact, there was a comment on the video saying how all three of her originals are connected. How Ai no Chisana is what a new and small entertainer feels. There's a gratitude to the audience. High tide is what you feel when you start to grow your audience and you feel invincible. And Perisai Jitu is what you feel when you start to feel the pressure from a bigger audience. The weight of expectations, the stress of always having to show a happy face, and the loneliness you actually feel. Yep. That's pretty much it's a much more compressed form of what I've been talking about. So that pretty much sums up everything that I have to say about this, really. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that analysis, and I hope you enjoyed the song. She really pulled off that that J-pop style music, huh? Sounds catchy, sounds cool. And then you look at the lyrics and you're like, ah! So that's pretty much it. Would say our session is adjourned. Everybody, please take care of yourselves. If you would like to hang out with us more directly, the link to the Discord is in the description below. Have a lovely rest of your day, afternoon, and evening. This is Senator War Chief signing out. Otsu Sen.